Okay, so this is method 2. I'm going to do the same examples as method 1. I'm just going to be doing them a different way. Okay, so there's that method 1 video if you check that out already. We did both of these in class, so you can pick which one to use, it doesn't matter. So in this method, what you're doing is you need to find the LCD, the least common denominator of all the denominators. So I'm looking at this. Well, this denominator is a 1, this denominator is a 1, and this one. So the least common denominator of those two are going to be x times x plus 1. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to multiply that to this numerator here. And I'm going to multiply it to this denominator. And what happens is in this top part here, all my denominators in that part are going to cancel out, and all my denominators in that part are going to cancel out. So when I multiply this whole thing with 2 over x, what's going to happen is the x's will cancel out. So I'm going to be left with 2 times x plus 1. And then I need to multiply this whole thing with 1. Well, nothing cancels out there, so plus x times x plus 1. And when I multiply this with the 1, again, nothing's going to cancel out there. So I have x times x plus 1. And then when I multiply it to this fraction, the x plus 1's are going to cancel out, and it's just going to be 1 times x. And what I can do from now is simplify it. I have 2x plus 2 plus x squared plus x over x squared plus x plus x. And so my numerator simplifies to x squared plus 3x plus 2 over x squared plus 2x. And now you factor and simplify, and when I factor, this becomes x plus 1 times x plus 2 over x times x plus 2. And what happens? My x plus 2's can cancel out. So my simplified form is x plus 1 over x. And my restrictions are x cannot equal 0, -1, and -2. And if you notice, that's the same answer I got when I did this in method 1. Okay, so here's one for you to try on your own. Go ahead and pause it, and I'll work it out this doing method 2, and then you can check your answer that way. Okay, so I've factored it here, factored the denominators, and found my least common denominator, which is 2 times x plus 3 times x minus 3. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply both the numerator here and the denominator by 2 times x plus 3 x minus 3. So go ahead and pause it here, and you might, if you got this far correct, you can go ahead and finish it. What's going to happen when I distribute this to the first one, the x plus 3's and the x minus 3's will cancel out. So it's just going to be 1 times 2. And what happens in the second one? Nothing's going to cancel out here. So that's going to be 2 times 3 is 6, and that's going to be distributed into x squared minus 9, because that's x plus 3 times x minus 3. When I multiply this whole thing to that 1, nothing cancels out. So I have 2 times x squared minus 9. When I multiply it here, the 2 cancels out, and the x plus 3's cancel out, so it's just left with that negative x times x minus 3. So then to simplify, I have 2 plus 6x squared minus 54 over 2x squared minus 18 minus x squared plus 3. So simplify, I get 6x squared minus 54 over x squared, because I get the, I'm not quite sure where it stopped recording, so here are the steps. I simplified this over here. So here's the worked out solutions. I simplified this here, became this, and simplified to my answer here, and then I rewrote it up here. And my restrictions are x cannot equal plus or minus 3 and negative 6.